Welcome to True North Perspective. My name is Sean. Once again, we're going to jump right into today's content. If you watched my previous video, we talked about the attack on Iran from Israel, and things have just escalated even more. To give you an update, Iran just attacked the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, and they have also decimated a nuclear plant in Tel Aviv. So the gunfire is getting heavy and bombardment continues. I promised in the last video that I'll show you some of the reactions from the senators of the U.S. and world politicians, and I never got a chance to kind of do that as I went on a rant. Trust me, it's been a frustrating 2 days to see the ongoing situation. This whole situation could have been avoided. Honestly, it could have been avoided. Lives could have been saved if Donald Trump was such an asshole, and he would have actually been honest and actually meant that meant what he said he was going to do, and completed the negotiations. Again, this war would have been completely avoided. Thanks to him right now, the lives of many, the many Iranians, many Americans, many Israelis is in jeopardy. And the worst part here, is that both of them, both leaders, both Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump are hiding. They're protected, they're cozy. Benjamin Netanyahu is somewhere in Greece, is hiding because he's a coward. He instigated this war and now he's run away. Donald Trump is probably hiding somewhere on a golf course because he's also he's also a coward. But let's look at some of the reactions. And before we do that, we'll look at what's going on right now exactly in Tel Aviv and in Iran. Again, it is a very dire situation. So as per Jackson Hinkle's post, breaking: Iran has successfully bombed an Israeli nuclear research site in Tel Aviv. And there's the picture. And this happened about 2 minutes ago. Spencer Keenan, who's also one of my favorites, to follow. He keeps up to date on everything. So thanks to him here, U.S. embassy in Baghdad is under attack. And now Iran is bombing us. Once again, there's only one person that you can blame for this entire situation, and that's Donald J. Trump. Right? He single-handedly caused this. They knew from yesterday, and I told you guys, I'm not going to mince my words. They knew well in advance exactly what Israel was capable of and what Israel was going to do. They didn't do anything about it. They pretended that they were going to negotiate with Iran. They kept, delaying it, and this is the situation we're in. So what I want to show you is just a couple of quick reactions, and we'll go from there. So let's quickly look at that. So this is Senator Lindsey Graham. He's a Republican here, and he commends Israel on the job they've done. He is also a bootlicker. He's a white supremacist. He doesn't care about anything. All he cares about is licking Donald Trump's boots. And he says, in a contest for the very survival, hats off to Israel for one of the most impressive military strikes and covert operations in Israeli history, which is saying something. Jesus Christ. I very much appreciate President Trump's strong statement in support of the Israeli operation and his urging of the Iranian regime to make a deal to abandon the nuclear enrichment program to avoid further bloodshed. I hope and pray the Ayatollah and his henchmen, what a fucking idiot, who are still alive will heed President Trump's counsel. If not, America, the greatest power for good on earth, should be all in to help Israel finish the job. Well done to America's greatest allies, Israel. Is a bunch of crap. And prior to that, he says, again, I applaud President Trump for urging Iran back to the negotiating table in order to end the regime's nuclear ambitions through diplomacy, avoiding further bloodshed. However, if Iran refuses this offer, I strongly believe it is in America's national security interest to go all in to help Israel finish the job. One of the benefits of this approach is that it would substantially undo the damage done to our reputation by Biden's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. Every single time something happens, an event occurs, a catastrophe occurs, it is always pinned on Joe Biden. The economy is Joe Biden. The wars are Joe Biden's. Donald Trump is here just to clean everything up. Again, let me be very specific, and I'm not going to mince any words. This war is Donald Trump's war. This war is Benjamin Netanyahu's war. They started this. They are the aggressors. Okay, and if you are delusional like Lindsey Graham or Senator Ted Cruz or any other world leader who's supporting Israel, then you're way out to lunch. I'm sorry, because it is clear as daylight who the aggressor here is. And if you look at what Ted Cruz says here, Israel is acting to defend itself. I stand with Israel. America stands with Israel. Okay. All I'm asking is don't get involved in this war. Don't jeopardize the lives of your loved ones. America doesn't deserve this. Palestine doesn't deserve this. Iran doesn't deserve this. We all want peace. And this is only going to get worse, and it's going to decimate multiple countries at the same time. And we all know that many other countries will get involved. They'll take sides, and this is just going to explode. This is just unbelievable. Like I said again, all of this could have been avoided. Right? It's just sad to see so much catastrophe and so much destruction. It's unbelievable, right? And it's clear that everybody has taken sides. You can see here, you can see my feeds as to what's going on, and there it is, massive destruction as a result of Iranian missiles falling on Tel Aviv, and this was only 6 minutes ago. Look at the destruction. And breaking IRGC, the next wave will consist of 1,800 missiles, right? So this is not going to end anytime soon. And look at this, breaking Israel's F-35 remains after Iran takedown. This is not going to go well. It is just going to continue spreading, and, it's going to cause a lot of death, a lot of destruction. Sides will be taken. This is just the beginning. This is just very sad. It is disgusting. It is, cruel. And again, I'm saying this, that all of this here could have been avoided simply if Donald Trump wasn't such a turd and had some sort of intelligence, some sort of rational thinking. This is the guy. This is who is negotiating everything. This is the art of negotiation. Oh my God. If this continues, we're all in trouble. Again, I pray for peace all around the world. I pray that, the innocent lives of Palestinians, the innocent lives of Iranians, the innocent lives of, Israeli folks that are amidst this war, are not affected too much, that they're safe, and that this, ends quickly and somehow a, negotiation is reached. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Like I said, it's only going to escalate. It's only going to get worse. And there was one more thing that I did want to show you. And, I'm in Canada. And so this was the statement that Mark Carney had actually sent out. And let me very quickly show you that, and then we'll end the video. I will be dropping, like I said, a bunch of videos over the weekend covering this event or covering this war, so you guys are up to date. But it is not looking good right now. And let me show you what is exactly happening here. There was one more video before I do end, and this is what Netanyahu's statement was, and let's take a look at it together. It's only a 2-minute video, so let's take a quick
Operation Rising Lion. The Islamic regime, which has oppressed you for nearly 50 years, threatens to destroy. Tonight I wish to speak to you, the proud people of Iran. We're in the midst of one of the greatest military operations in history, Operation Rising Lion. The Islamic regime, which has oppressed you for nearly 50 years, threatens to destroy my country, the State of Israel. The objective of Israel's military operation is to remove this threat, both the nuclear threat and the ballistic missile threat to Israel. And as we achieve our objectives, we're also clearing the path for you to achieve your objective, which is freedom. In the past 24 hours, we've taken out top military commanders, senior nuclear scientists, the Islamic regime's most significant enrichment facility, and a large portion of its ballistic missile arsenal. More is on the way. The regime doesn't know what hit them. They don't know what will hit them. The nation of Iran and the nation of Israel have been true friends since the days of Cyrus the Great. And the time has come for you to unite around your flag and your historic legacy by standing up for your freedom from an evil and oppressive regime. It has never been weaker. This is your opportunity to stand up and let your voices be heard. Woman, life, freedom. Zan, Zandegi, Azadi. As I said yesterday and many times before, Israel's fight is not with you. It's not with you, the brave people of Iran, whom we respect and admire. Our fight is with our common enemy, a murderous regime that both oppresses you and impoverishes you. Brave people of Iran, your light will defeat the darkness. I am with you. The people of Israel are with you.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This man, this terrorist, this war criminal has started multiple wars, and he's accusing Iran of being murderous and bloodthirsty. This is just absolutely insane. And I want to end by showing you this. Look at this here. Look at this puppet. He's pulling out for Benjamin Netanyahu. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the President of the United States. He has been bought by Russia. He has been bought by Israel, and he has absolutely no interest in America or its citizens. He only cares about himself. He only cares about lining his pockets. And he's proven that time and time over with the deals that apparently he made in the Middle East, to the corruption that's taking place in the White House right now through the meme coin, to the racism and, the fascism that's taking place right now, to him trampling all over democracy and causing all this destruction and chaos. Again, I ask you guys, which president has come in 5 months caused so much chaos and so much destruction? It's all in front of you guys. There's no hiding the truth here. We all know that Iran is not the aggressor in this case. Israel is the aggressor in this case, and they're going to pay the price for it. it's unfortunate that things had to escalate to this level. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back with more videos. Please don't forget to like, share my videos, help me reach out to millions of people, and please don't forget to leave comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this war. I want to hear, I want you to get involved in the conversation. Let me know what I can change, what I can do better, what news you'd like to hear. But I promise you, I will keep you updated on this war. I will keep you updated on the situation in Gaza, which we'll be getting into shortly. And again, I do very much thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next